Hi everybody, Cynthia here. I was super excited today that I came home from work and the stamp set that I've been waiting for came in from Amazon, of course, and I just want to share it with you. It has this pretty floral arrangement. It has a few bees, different flowers, honeycomb stamp, and it says I Bee-lieve, and then there's in love, in you, sweet as can be, hi there, I've pollen head over heels for you, you're beautiful, and we belong together. So if I can find the link, I will definitely share this with you guys, but I was super excited because I've been wanting to do this gift box here. And this is a 6 by 4 by 3 inch gift box. I'm going to be making a few of these. I love this size. It fits really nice into a medium priority box. And I intend to ship a few goodies in here and make some for some friends. And I just thought I'd share with you how I did this. I did use the beehive and the bee embellishments that I made in a previous video. If you haven't seen that, I will post a link below. And I used the die set that I purchased from Amazon, and I'll post that below as well if I can find it. And then I colored up the flowers. Some of the flowers are on pop dots or foam tape, and then some of them I put behind. And the buffalo check paper came from the Paper Studio buffalo check paper pad that I've been using, and I got this from Hobby Lobby, and it comes with all different colors, and you get the large buffalo, medium, and the small buffalo check, and in this one I used the medium. So let me set this aside and we'll get started. Get my scoreboard out here. Okay, so for the bottom of the box, get my paper out. You're going to need a sheet that measures 12 inches by 10 inches. And just make sure to put it in your cutter. It's a little tip. And measure it and make sure it's 12 inches. This piece of paper was not 12 inches, so I had to cut off a tiny little sliver. So you may want to double check that when you're doing your measurements. So you're going to line it up at the 12-inch mark, and you're going to score at 3 inches and 9 inches. And then you want to flip it around to the 10-inch side, and you want to score at 3 inches and 7 inches. Set that aside for now. And we're going to fold up our score lines. I'm not sure if I've done this particular size box with you guys before, but I wanted to make a few of them for some packages and some gifts that I have going on this month. So I thought, even if I have, I'm gonna share it with you again. But I don't think I have. I haven't checked all my videos, so I wasn't sure. I just decided I was gonna do it again. Okay, so you have 4 corners here, and we're going to cut on this first score line straight up to meet up with the next score line, and then just cut a little angle piece out, and that way when we fold this up, it'll enable this top piece here to be flush with this piece here. It just makes assembling your box a little bit easier. Cut up on that score line and do your little angle cut. Gonna have to sharpen my scissors here. I missed that point. Okay, so you have two flaps and then your big side flap. Turn it around to the opposite side and do the same thing. Cut up on your score line to meet up with the next. Just make sure you don't cut past that score line. And then do your little angle cut. And the same thing on this side. Now if you're using printed paper, you want to be careful how you mat it, because I'm going to flip it over to the opposite side and I'm going to mat it before I actually assemble it. Let me make sure I'm in camera here. Here we go. But if you're using pattern paper, and I've stated this in previous videos, be careful how you use it. Say your pattern paper has hearts. If you put it on upside down, when you go to put the box up, you know, this is going to be the right side up here. You don't want your hearts to be upside down. So just make sure to double check your paper if it has a pattern. This one's just buffalo check, so I don't need to worry about that. This measures 5 7/8 by 3 7/8. And I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid glue. And I measured it so it'll give you about 1/8 of an inch all the way around of the white cardstock showing. And then you're going to have two panel pieces for the longer sides, and those measure 5 7/8 by 2 7/8. Ooh. I'm just using my rag to push it down in case I have any excess glue. And flip it around to the other side again. 5 7/8 by 2 7/8. I'm going to flip it to this side, and this piece here, this mat measures 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. Just leave that right there. Flip it around to this side. Again, 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. You can gladly mat your box after you assemble. I just find it a little bit easier to mat it before I assemble it. So I'm just going to add some liquid glue to the corner. And we're going to take this corner piece and we're going to fold it up to match with this piece right here. Just like that. And then I'm going to press it down with my bone folder. Do the same thing on this side. press that down. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Fold these in and fold this flap up. So I'm going to add liquid glue to both sides. And I'm just going to fold this flap up to meet with both of those sides. And then press it down really well with my bone folder. Okay, so that is our gift box. And we're now going to work on the lid. So let me put this aside. I'm going to get out my scoreboard again. And you're going to need a piece for the lid that measures 8 1/16 by 6 1/16. You're going to line it up on any side that you want, because on all 4 sides you're going to score at 1 inch. So 1 inch on this side. Flip it. 1 inch. Flip it again. 1 inch, and the final flip, 1 inch. I'm going to fold up our score lines. Okay, so again, we're going to create little flaps. So you're going to cut up on this score line to meet up with the next score line. Don't cut past it. And then just do your little angle piece. Should look like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Flip it around. So you're basically creating 4 corners. 4 little corner tabs. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's flip it over. And for the sides of my box, I decided to just go with black cardstock on all 4 sides. I just thought it looked nicer that way. You can use pattern paper or whatever you choose. You can even leave it just white, would look really pretty, or whatever, you know, cardstock color you're using. So for the top matte piece, it's the same as the bottom of the box, 5 7/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, so my 2 long pieces here, those pieces measure 5 7/8 by 7/8 of an inch. And then for the short sides, these 2 pieces measure 3 7/8 by 7/8. when I'm sending out a medium priority box, I like to send out a bunch of goodies in it. And this size box you can fit in there. You can put stuff on top of it, underneath it, and then along the sides too. So you can have like a nice decorative box and then put a bunch of other goodies in there as well. I was thinking of making up a bunch of flowers and a bunch of the, which I already have made a ton of bee embellishments, and just filling up the box with goodies. Okay, put glue on the last two tabs here and fold it up. We're assembling this the same way we assembled the bottom of the box. Press down with my bone folder. And that's it. That's the lid. And all we have to do is decorate it. And I'm using the Bee-lieve I made in a previous video. And I just added my sentiment on top. I put some pop dots on there. And it says, I believe in you. And I'm going to add some adhesive. And I think I want it more towards the top of the box because I'm going to be putting the flowers down below. And for the flowers, I put on some more of that foam tape. Sorry, it takes me forever to peel the backing off of this stuff. Okay, let me stand up for this one. I think I did it this way because I still wanted some of that opening of the beehive to show. Just pop that on. And then I cut out two of these flowers from the stamp collection, and I'm just going to glue those right down to the box. I don't have any foam tape on the back. Let me find my tweezers, and I'm just going to slide one right in here. And then I have one of my bees that I made. And I did put foam tape on him. And I'm just gonna pop that right there on the corner. Then I have another one of those flowers. I'm going to put this one down below, kind of facing towards the bottom of the box lid. And then I have this cute little bee here, and I'm going to pop him up in the corner. And then I have one more flower that I kind of cut. This was also on the stamp set, and I'm just going to follow this line here and then use this piece that has 3 petals, and I'm going to tuck that behind the flowers that I have here. Just like that. And that's it, guys. That's my I Believe in You gift box. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you give it a try. Thank you guys so much for watching and stopping by. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care and happy crafting.